Well, it's early in the season yet, but I am getting spring fever in a big kind of way. And getting some of the first chicks on the market has its advantages. So, I'm going to start some eggs. You know, I was thinking the other day about the very first time I ever tried incubating an egg. It was an utter failure. I was maybe 5. Might have been a little bit older. I was pretty little. And I knew you couldn't incubate store-bought eggs. That much I understood. How I understood it, I'm not exactly sure. We didn't live on a farm or anything remotely close to it. But anyway, I guess my mother had told me at some point that they wouldn't hatch. But some friends gave us some brown eggs from their chickens. And I got this idea in my mind that because the eggs were brown, that meant they could hatch. So, one day, when my mother wasn't looking, I swiped one of those eggs out of the carton. There's no telling how old these eggs were. They had probably been refrigerated. There was a pretty low possibility of that egg hatching, even if the hen had been with a rooster, which again, I had no idea. But I swiped the egg out of the carton because I was convinced, since it was a brown egg, that meant it could hatch. Now, I didn't know the first thing about hatching eggs, but I figured birds hatch chicks out of eggs. They had nests, so what the egg needed was a nest. So, yours truly hiked off into the woods by myself with this little brown egg that I had stolen. I went and found a bird nest, climbed the tree, stuck the egg in the nest, changed my mind, pulled it out of the nest, went and hiked a totally different direction in the woods, climbed another tree, put it in a different nest, and then waited for months to hear a report of a stray chicken wandering around in the woods. Needless to say, I never heard about it. So yeah, that was my first attempt at incubating eggs. Thankfully, I've learned a bit more since then, and last year I actually hatched out quite a few chicks, of which we kept 6. 5 of them, blessedly, turned out to be hens, especially including the one that happens to be my 3-year-old's favorite. Thankfully, that one was a hen. But, yep, we'll see in about 3 weeks. Hopefully, we'll have some excitement from these little guys. Happy spring coming.